Centerton is temporarily asking residents to stop irrigation and other non-essential outdoor watering. The city says demand is currently higher than what its system and wholesale supplier can replenish. A release says the goal is to protect the water supply and make sure there's enough water for essential needs and fire protection. This restriction will remain in place until water availability improves. Well, the pair accused of killing local wrestler Kevin Nickle, known to fans as Ivan Warsaw, are set to be back in Benton County Court tomorrow. Amanda Penny, Nickle's ex-wife, and Michael Hogue are accused in his July 2025 shooting death. Hogue faces a first-degree murder charge, while Penny is now charged with hindering apprehension after prosecutors reduced her original accomplice to murder charge earlier this year. An investigation is underway in Tulsa, Oklahoma, after police say a man killed his wife before taking his own life over the weekend. Officers were called after a child ran to a neighbor's house for help. Inside, they found Sarah and Jeremiah Sean Duffy dead. Court records show that Sarah had filed multiple protective orders against Sean, including one in June. Neighbors say they're struggling to make sense of what happened.
Two of my daughters played with his daughter since they were about 12 or 13 for the ballers, and then Sean would help out with practices a lot, and you just don't know what's going on behind people's doors. You think they got everything's fine, and something like this happens, it just makes you sad.
As police continue to investigate, they say there is no ongoing threat to the neighborhood. One of our top stories, Arkansas's fight over a Ten Commandments monument is moving to the next level. The state's appeal now headed to federal court. The 8th Circuit Court of Appeals will decide whether Arkansas can keep the monument on the Capitol grounds. The court has never ruled on this issue, but other federal courts have reached different decisions, with one allowing a similar monument in Texas, another ordering one removed in Oklahoma. Legal experts say that disagreement could eventually push this case all the way to the Supreme Court.
So if for some reason the 8th Circuit ruled contrary to how the 5th Circuit has already ruled on monuments regarding the Ten Commandments, then you would expect that it would wind up going to the U.S. Supreme Court.
State lawmakers who support the monument say they expected a legal fight and believe it should stay. The ACLU argues that the monument violates the First Amendment and says the government must remain neutral on religion. Well, starting today, those using Arkansas SNAP benefits can use the new EBT Edge app to lock their cards, check balances, and block certain transactions. The transition started at 11 Friday night, and the EBT system temporarily went offline. The new EBT system has added fraud prevention features.
When we built this competitive procurement, we added that to get enhanced features that would help to prevent the theft, which has started happening across the country.
The transition was already underway before SNAP benefits were stolen from Arkansas families this summer. The new app adds stronger safeguards against future fraud. Well, an arrest has been made after a deadly mass shooting at a food festival in Seattle. Police say gunfire erupted Saturday night at the Seattle Center, just steps from the Space Needle. Authorities say 3 people were killed and several others were hurt, including a 2-year-old. The FBI and local agencies are now trying to determine what led to that shooting. We're learning the Cyclospora outbreak is changing how Americans eat. That's the parasite that has sickened thousands in the U.S. According to a new CBS News poll, 40% of Americans say they're buying and eating less produce since the outbreak, though 56% report no change. A former FDA official says he believes the agency is doing the right things.
It appears that a lot of these cases are emanating from farms in central Mexico. The FDA has done a good job isolating this, and they were fast to do this. This is a hard pathogen to detect. There's no really good test for it.
The CDC says the parasite linked to tainted produce has sickened more than 4,000 people nationwide since May. Hundreds have been hospitalized. And Cyclospora cases in Arkansas have more than doubled in the most recent update from state health officials. The current number of confirmed cases is 79. That's up from 36 at the start of last week. 50 of the 79 confirmed cases have been in Benton County. The Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP, is helping eligible Arkansans keep up with their utility bills this summer. 5 News reporter Claire Everbach shares how the program is working in Washington County and how much funding remains.
The program helps provide funding for qualifying families to assist with electric bills. And this year, the EOA, Economic Opportunity Agency of Springdale, is serving more counties than ever before. The EOA says it's been accepting applications from priority groups since June, including seniors, people with disabilities, and families with children 5 and under. This is the first year the agency has expanded from serving only Washington County to 10 counties, leading to an increase in applications. Officials say they expect funding to last through September before the winter assistance program begins in October. They say the goal is to help eligible families keep their power on during the hottest months of the year, encouraging anyone who qualifies to apply before their situation becomes an emergency.
A lot of things can happen in the heat. It's our job to see that these people that cannot pay their bill and they get everything they need and they haven't used it before, it's our job to make sure that electricity stays on.
We also reached out to the EOA office of Sebastian County. We did not hear back from them directly, but according to their website, they also expect funds to last through September. In Springdale, covering news where you live, Claire Everbach, 5 News.
Thank you, Claire. And applications are now open for Arkansas's Single Parent Scholarship Program to assist those who are earning degrees while working and raising a family. The program awards qualifying single parent scholarships each semester to help them get through college.
We actually give our checks directly to the single parents so that they can have the independence and power to use that for any financial obstacle in the way of earning their degree or trade school certification.
Applications for this program will be accepted starting August 1st. If you would like more information on how to apply, you can go to our website, 5newsonline.com. Well, some good news for families in Gentry. The school district is launching a new supply program to help ease the cost of back-to-school shopping ahead of the August 12th start date there. This year, every student will receive free supplies through the Ready Day 1 program. School leaders say they're also offering free school lunches district-wide.
Now that we've prioritized these things, free lunches, free school supplies, all these different supports from the community, I think that plays into one of the main reasons why Gentry is one of the fewer districts currently that is still growing.
Elementary students will receive their school supply kits during open house. Middle and high school students will get theirs on the first day of school.